So now here is where the whole stuff came up. I got it. I went in to sign and everything. So they requested me to cancel my visa because I came to Dubai with a resident visa. I didn't come with visit visa. They said I should cancel it. I'm like, no, I can't cancel. I paid a lot of money to do that.
Exactly.
So I can't. If I can't work with you guys on my visa, then I'm sorry. They said, no, no. Ah, man, I
Wow.
need to get into Nike. Okay. I called the guy that my previous sponsor. I called him. I said, yo, I want to cancel. He said, why? You're going to be banned. I was new in the country, so I didn't know
Right.
so much. So he explained everything, and we started checking and checking and checking. And he realized that I won't get banned. I'm already 6 months into my visa and everything, so I won't get banned. I said, okay. I said, oh yeah, proceed, cancel. In less than 2 days, 3 days, the guy canceled. I think I canceled that visa around 3rd of March or
Hmm.
thereabout. Then I went to Nike, I submitted everything. Yo, I've canceled and everything. Guess what? Shut down. COVID
What?
shut down.
Oh, the lockdown. Oh my
They knocked everywhere.
God.
Like
Oh no. What?
I was, I was like, oh my God.
Hello, guys, and welcome to yet another episode on the Stretch Street podcast. This is the energetic EJ, and it's a pleasure to be here. I know you know that it's always a pleasure for me to be here. And as you can see on my face, I'm smiling already, and that's because it is the truth. I am always excited when I have to turn on the camera, turn on the mic, and record with a guest, or even when I'm recording solo. This is the Stretch Street podcast. If this is your first time listening or watching this podcast, you are welcome. What do we do on Stretch Street Podcast? Basically, we share stretch stories. What are stretch stories? Stretch stories are the challenging stories of people all across. I interview people and they share their challenging journeys, but most importantly, the life lessons that they have learned from those challenging seasons. That's what we do on Stretch Street Podcast. And the goal is to inspire you, to remind you that challenges are not exclusive to any of us. We all go through them. But when we assume the posture of learning, asking the question, okay, what is this challenge here to teach me? And how can I learn from it? Once we're able to distill those lessons, it becomes valuable for us. And those valuable lessons to us, we can share with the world to become valuable people to others. And that's what this podcast is about. Today on the show, I have a friend in the house. And so today's conversation is going to be very, very chill, like very chill. That's just expect it to be very chill. And the person I'm hosting today is based in the UAE. He's originally from Nigeria. We're going to dig deep a little bit into his backstory. His name is Godgift Mbaegbu, but we know him as Crafts because this dude is crafty. And not crafty in a bad way, but crafty in a very creative way. And you're going to hear all about it in a jiffy when I bring him up on stage. So don't go anywhere. Grab a cup of tea, your cup of coffee, or your bottle of water, and let us meet my guest today on the show. I'll be right back.
Stretch Street Podcast.
All right. Hello, 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 hello. God gift. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to be here today. I mean,
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming, no?
yeah, it's been a long time coming. Like, I know, we needed to do this. We needed to do it. So,
Absolutely. I want to start by, appreciating you and celebrating you for all the work that you do. And,
thank you.
I mean, I've been in rooms with you several times and just hearing what people have to say about you, how people comment the work that you do as a creative, but also as a human, your kindness, your attention to detail, your simplicity, and your willingness to serve other people and serve other people's vision. It is very inspiring. And so it is a pleasure and an honor to really have you on the show today. So thank you so much for creating the time to be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the amazing compliments and words. I mean,
No,
when I moved to UAE, you were part of the people I stumbled on through the Lady Mayowa, our
Lady
mutual
May.
friend, and from the things you were doing, I'm like, wow, okay. she is actually energetic. I love that. I love that. So I think the very first day we met was at the Independence Day, the first Independence Day that you anchored. I'm like, okay,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay, okay. The one by the Limbis, Shola. Okay, Mama
yeah,
Shola.
yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, oh wow, okay. Things because for me, I respect ladies a lot, especially ladies who work. Because my mom is, I don't know, I don't there's no I don't know, I don't have a word to describe that woman, but she each day I pray, I just pray God, even if you're not gonna bless me like
Because of
lavishly,
me.
but just because of this woman, so that I can,
Take care of
do
her.
something for her. She deserve it. I mean, she
She's
taught me
very
what
enterprising.
perseverance is. She
Mm,
taught me what, consistency, keep going, and all that. And
right.
that has been what has been sustaining me.
Mm.
So each time I keep going, even when I mean, I feel depressed as well. I feel like I just want to
Tired.
give up, tired. I feel that. But when I remember her words and how she always, keep fighting, I'll be like, come on, man. If your
You
mom
can
can do
do this.
this, you can do it. So, and it makes me to respect women who go out there, do things in the right way,
Mm,
trying to survive as well. So, not
mm,
just that, the fact that these women go through a lot, because women go through a lot. I
they do.
know the society kind of have something to say about both genders,
Mm,
but women, if you look at it, women go through the blades to bring us here. They go through
mm,
pain. They go through like, so that it's always in my head. Whenever I meet any lady, I that's the respect first. So whichever way they act or behave, I just okay. But that won't take away the respect I have for them.
right.
And me being the first child of my mom, and
Wow.
she went through Blade before I came, so
Mm.
it kind of increases it more. So I'm like, okay, So, but enough about my mama.
Thank you.
Let's,
No, 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 no. I think that is important because again, it gives us a little glimpse of who you are and
okay,
what you represent
yeah,
and your values. So now we know a little bit about you that you value women, you respect them, you honor them, and you
yeah,
celebrate them. And
yeah,
that has literally shown in the way that you have showed up in different
yeah,
areas and with all the earlier things I said, in the rooms that we've become. Most of the people that I've seen, talk so proudly about you are women. So that goes to really say, okay, what you're saying is true. You're not just saying it because you're on the
oh,
screen and you want to feel good.
no, no.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. Let us take a quick look at your beginning. Tell us a little bit about your background. What was that like? And then we'll link it to how you got here to the UAE.
Wow, my story is actually long. I'll be honest with you, it's very very long, and like I said, being the first, I have four siblings,
Oh, you and
and
I both the same. Okay,
yeah,
good.
so my mom will always tell me, like she will always tell me, these ones will look up to you. So whatever you do, make sure you move right. They will look up to you. So, and I thank God that if you look at them today, you will know that, okay, I was actually leading well. I would say I'm a great leader, but I was actually leading them well. So I know there was a time I was on a live stream like this during the RTS. I told you that I'm an electrical engineer profession with a pre-master's degree, but I grew up loving art. I love to
Mm,
create things, and from that childhood, it has been in the back of my mind that this is what I love to do. So I took up the engineering career, or well, I don't know what to call it, anyways. But I went through that part because of my mom. I wanted to please her, you know. She was like, you cannot be drawing. You cannot just be doing things.
Man, do real thing.
What happened to being an engineer? What happened to being a doctor?
A
You don't want them
doctor.
to call me a mother of a doctor, a mother of engineer, and I'm like,
No, you
oh,
want me to
okay.
call you want them to call her mother of drawer.
So I'm like, okay. So I went on to do, I switched from art student to science student, and
Oh wow, look at
I
that.
did I did pretty well. I came out with a good grade. My CGP was about 3.96, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm,
So it was amazing, and she was happy. Then moving to Dubai, I'm going to fast forward to moving to Dubai.
absolutely.
I came here. It was quite difficult. Yeah, getting into that field,
Space.
that
That's it, the
space.
engineering space. When was this?
Exactly.
When did you come to Dubai?
2019. I
Oh,
came
okay.
here 2019, November
Okay.
2019. So, in as much as after a few months, we got into COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
So then when I realized that it was quite difficult, then I told myself, hey, you know yourself, you always bet on yourself and nothing can stop you. You always win. You got skills, you can use your hand. So
Mm,
then I remembered who I was in Nigeria because I went into the
who
street.
you are, like who you truly are, before you took a break off from that. Hmm.
So I was like, come on, go back. And I went back to the street. Like I said, okay, I need to do something with my hands and everything.
Right.
So I realized that I came here with a few stuff. I started looking for where I can buy colors
Mm.
and art, anything art related. And I found a store. I went in. The only money I had then that I wanted to use to pay my rent, I just took the money. I went there to buy stuff, and I ended up spending the whole money. I was thinking I
Ah.
was just going to buy, yeah, about 1,000 dirhams. I was
So
like,
how did you do your rent?
that's the thing. I ended up owing them. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, this whole thing was grace. From the
Mm,
day I flew to this country from the airport, I knew God was with me.
mm,
I was supposed
mm.
to pay for extra luggage. I came into this country with all my luggage. I sold everything I had, sold my car, you know, everything, packed all my bags that I was leaving. Then I got to the airport. I was charged for extra luggage.
Extra
So I was
luggage.
still running around to convert the money I had to dollars so I could pay. Then the lady at the counter saw me, say, fine man. I just heard her tone, and she sounded like someone from my village, from my
Wow.
side, my state. So
Mm.
I'm from Imo State, by the way. Then I'm like, so something just said communicate in your
In your
language.
language. Hey, look at my life outside. If not me like that, now finish. I don't lose with that because I don't sabi speak. Hey, God.
So so immediately I just responded in my language, and she said, then
Munam.
that was how we
Hey.
started talking. And she said, is it your first time traveling? I said, yes, it's my first time. She said, okay, wait, just wait. Somehow she just switched my chair to some guy who was traveling to Dubai. But the guy just have
Hand
one luggage,
luggage.
hand
So you,
luggage.
so you added your stuff to here. So
So
that's
she
good then.
splitted my four luggages. I have four luggages with hand luggage. So she splitted my four luggage into two, gave the guy two, give me two, and told me, hey, both of you will be on the same seat. If he wants to sit at the window, allow him. If I say, let him. If he wants to
You
be,
want
if he
to
wants
see?
to, let him stay there.
You
My
want
own
me
is let
to
me get
say?
into that flight. So, and that was how I got to Dubai.
Wow.
And that was it. That was how I knew I had God was with me.
God was with
So
you.
during that time, when I wanted to buy those stuff, I bought painting brush, some colors that I
Right.
know in Nigeria they won't be so expensive, and I have a box of paint back home, but I just didn't go travel with them.
You didn't bring it. Yeah.
Yeah, so After everything, I went to the counter. They check, and they tell me 940 something.
Wow, dirhams.
I swear to God.
Whoa. Yeah, even
And
though
I
at
looked
that
at what
time the rate has not increased, like, but still, it's a lot. Nine.
I was like, for this? They said yes.
Wow.
I paused for a while. I started thinking, do I really need this? Uh, then one thing told me that you're going to use this to do something and someone will see you and they will bring money, because that's how I'm always thinking, then they will bring money and, another. I'm
So the
like,
end
okay.
result.
Ah, I'm like, okay, how do I pay my rent? I said, well, whatever happens, happens. Then I
Oh, I
paid.
love that. If I
I,
perish, I perish. Let's do it.
I paid. I paid. I took the stuff and I went back to my apartment because I was staying in a bed space then. I went
Mm.
back. I kept it on my small corner. I even bought a small box. I packed everything inside, so that I can move around with it and go anywhere to paint. Then one night, I think some days after that, one night, then this guy who manages the apartment, his friends came. So there was this girl. She's from Romania. She works with
Mm.
Emirates Airlines. So she came, normal introduction. People were like, this guy is good. And then they didn't even know who I really was, because me, I didn't want to show up. I'm not. I'm not like that. Like telling you, I've been here, I've been here, I've been here. So
Mm.
one day we were just playing a music video. I can't remember who that was. I think it was Fino, because Fino, we kind of related, and they saw me.
In the
Then they
video.
posted. Yeah, they posted. They say,
Is that not you?
not be God gives me this. They post. Yeah, I just stood up and went to the balcony, because sometimes I feel I cringe
You
on
feel a
this
little
thing.
bit
So
embarrassed, eh?
they're like, no, 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 come back now. Go, I talk him. This guy, I don't see you face. I said, no, 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 stop. So we started talking, and I was like, okay, yeah, I do these things, I do that, I customize, I print on T-shirts. I had a T-shirt company that I produce T-shirt for. I know
So did you close
just
that
talk,
down
talk,
when you
talk.
were leaving Nigeria?
What?
Your printing business. Did you close it down when you
I
left
said I
Nigeria?
closed everything. I closed
Oh
everything
wow.
down. Like I left everything. The idea was I go over to Germany and I start up, because I already
Okay.
converted everything into money, put my plans together, have the money on block form, but I don't want to go into that story because that plan didn't work. So Dubai was just the last minute and I needed to leave. So
So you is rather than go to Germany, it's not like you went to Germany and you came from there here. You couldn't go to Germany, so you came here instead.
yeah. So what I did was I took up the course that I wanted to do while I was here. I took up the
Okay.
course and made sure I finished. But
Okay.
so many people thought I went to Germany and moved here, and I kept it that way. I'm just saying it
Yeah.
for the first time on this, so I kept it that way. So I mean, people can believe what they want to believe. I
Hmm.
mean, I don't owe anybody any explanation, aside my own people. After discussing and having that chat with them that night, so the girl was like, "Oh, I have a jacket. That means you do this on the jacket." I say, "Yeah." Then she said she's gonna bring it tomorrow, and she's gonna bring a pair of shoes tomorrow. I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." Then she brought the jacket, brought a shoe, and I did my thing,
You did it.
and she paid me, I think, about 600 dirhams for the thing.
Oh
I'm like, okay, yeah.
wow.
I made my money back. The money I
At
bought
least
my
the money
thing.
you used in buying. Wow, that was wow. Just a few days after. I love that. Okay.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, I made my money back, and I went on. So, and one thing about me is when these kind of things happen, I pay attention. I'm like, okay, what happened? So I'm like, okay, I actually obeyed the voice that I heard, because sometimes when you pay attention and obedient, you. So I'm like, assuming I didn't buy this thing, I wouldn't have been able to do this, because there's one thing about money. Yeah, it comes, and find what to do with it, positive things to do with that money, because if you don't, it's gonna go
It
definitely.
will go somehow,
It
and it
will
might
go
just go to
somehow
where
into
you don't know.
something. Yeah.
Mm,
And you'll be like, where did this money go
where did
to?
it go?
So
Mm.
I bought those and I had them. So now I can, from this first one, then the next time one of their friends wanted to do I had a birthday party and they wanted to gift the guy. they called me up again and said, we have a T-shirt, we want to paint something. I said, okay, let's paint his face. They said, you
Mm.
paint his face? I said, yes, of course. And I did.
Wow.
They were so excited, and I got paid. And that was how I was able to pay my rent and
Wow.
still have my tools,
Your tools.
So
Yeah.
it was just like that. And it kept
Mm.
going. Then from
Wow.
there, I think how I got to Nike was also divine, because everything I told you, God was actually with me here. So
Absolutely.
I was like, one night I was just praying. So after praying, I went on to, because I was designing an online store at that time. I
Mm.
have an online store, so I was designing it then. I got the vision to design an online store because things will go chaotic. I'm like, okay. So during
So this online
the
store, was it for yourself or was it just
yeah,
like a prototype? Something that
no,
like
for myself, for
for
myself,
yourself. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So February, I think January, February, I was almost done with the store. Then COVID, then
COVID.
COVID, then COVID now came. So when COVID came, everybody was now looking for where to buy things. Everybody
You
was
were
now looking
ready.
for online store to buy things. So I was ready. And
Wow.
in as much as it later went on I mean, it was a bad news, so anyway, for me, and I lost money because the
Mm.
store crashed because I don't know much about e-commerce then. It was something
I
that I can
see.
like,
And
okay,
the
build.
one you did on your own. You didn't use a platform that already existed, so you could buffer.
Exactly.
I see.
So
So was
traffic
it like
was,
they hacked the website?
they hacked my site
Oh,
last year
oh,
because
sorry.
I already sent it out because I'm friends with most of the Nigerian celebrities. I didn't want to go there. Like I told you, I don't like talking about that life. I sent it out to Kathy, Kathy, the dance queen.
The
I
dancer,
sent it
yeah.
out to Paul. I sent it out like the ones that I know that okay, yeah, this they were like so super excited. So they put it up on their stories and all that. So the traffic was heavy because people were looking for where to buy things online. So
Mm,
we couldn't manage it, and
and it crashed.
even till today, I'm still trying to
Get
get
back on
back
your feet. I
on that
know.
stuff again and all
I
that.
know. I
So
know.
that
Wow.
night, that night I was praying. After praying, I went back to my system trying to look up to some things, checking out products to import into the store and everything. Then I got a message from my phone. So this message happens to be from a lady that I met through a friend who I met in my building. So the both of them are friends. So we are at the gym. I met them, and the guy introduced me to the lady. She works in a real estate company, Damak. And the guy was like, my friend is looking for a job. Oh, I beg if you help her. She said, yeah, sure, send me your CV. So I forwarded my CV, sent it to her phone right there on WhatsApp, email her and all that. After 2 weeks, Auntie did not get back to me. I see the message, I'm alpha now. Any update? He said, nothing yet, nothing yet. I said, okay. So that night, I don't pray my prayer. I don't call my helpers before God. I say, God, anybody that you want to use to help me in this country,
Remind them.
remind them, make them uncomfortable till they mention my name. Now you I get. As a matter of fact, my parents don't even know where I am. As at that time, they don't know where I am. But
Wow.
I must survive. I must survive. Like this whole that time, COVID was so heavy.
I know.
Like it was. Then the girl, the no, I think COVID was still like it was around ending of February or so. COVID was
It was still
still
fresh.
fresh, yeah, because it became serious during March.
March, yeah, that was
So
when the shutdown started. Yeah.
so I got the message. I opened it was the lady. I said, why is this person messaging me around 2:30
AM.
a.m.? Something just said, respond to the message. Carry my phone. Hey, how are you? This one that you messaged me at this time, I just finished praying, and if not, I wouldn't have responded. I hope you're good. Because we've not had,
It's not, you
we
don't
are
have that
not
kind of
friends.
rapport that will make,
Yeah,
yeah.
we are not friends. So,
So it's really
I'm
odd
like,
hour.
yeah. So I'm like, I hope all is well. Then she said, yeah, all is well, that she had a dream about me. I'm like, okay, what's up? He said in the dream that I was helping her out in the gym, motivating her, telling her, "Come on, you can do it. Go, go, push. Come on, you can do it. I know you can do it." I say,
Okay.
but I not be gym instructor. I just they go gym, they go exercise, you know. So he said, yeah, that she knows. But after the workout, then she got a call from the area manager of Nike asking her if she has someone. Then
Wow.
she said,
In the dream.
yes, yes, yes. I'm telling you, I'm being. God knows that I'm not lying.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. So she said, please, I know I've not gotten back to you since about your CV that you dropped with me, but I
Right.
think this place will be better for you because I've seen what you do. Go to Nike if you have time this morning or tomorrow. Go there, ask of so person. She gave me a name.
Wow. Okay, so she
Then
has some sort of links there.
yeah, because she applied, so and they gave her
So
offer.
she's in the
Then
system.
so I'm like, oh okay, thank you so much. And the next day, papa, I don't dress up. Then going there, I already have pictures of all the work I've been doing. They're all in my
Right.
phone. So some of the apparel that I made,
That
you
you've
know,
customized. Mm.
even the one I sew, because I used to sew. I sewed
Oh, wow.
t-shirt by myself. I sew varsity jacket up and down, and I sell. So I
Wow.
even had to wear my outfit, the one I
You're
made.
wearing your, oh wow.
I wore
That's
it
a
that
good
day and
one.
I went there. 'Cause I didn't want to lose that opportunity. So I got there. The way I even asked of the man, so they were like, yeah, "You have an interview?" I said, "No, no, no. He's a friend. I just want to see him." They said, "Oh, okay." So the man came. He was looking at me like, so the
Do
moment he
I know
came,
you? How are you, my friend?
very nice guy,
I love it.
And I greeted him. I said, "Hi, sir. How are you, Mr. Freddy?" I said, "You don't remember me?" He said, I made a lot of people." I said, "Well, I was here some months ago, like last year, around ending." He was like, "Okay, okay." I said, "Well, I was thinking this is what I do, and I was thinking I could, be of a value to the company and all that and all that." They were like, "Okay, let me see what you do." I opened up my phone. I started. He said, "Whoa, oh, you do that?" I said, "Yeah." "Whoa, nice. We are looking for an artist, a customization specialist." I said, "Yeah, that's what I am."
Wow.
He was
No
like,
way.
he was like, "Oh, okay, nice." I said, "Even this one I'm wearing, I
I
made
made
them."
it.
He said, "You did what?" I said, "Yeah, I made them." He was like, "Oh, no way. Are you free tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah, sure, I'm free tomorrow." I left. Tomorrow I pulled up. They carried me, go inside, put me for system. Just give us a design. Just design something. But I said, "Do you have this app? Do you have this app?" They said, "No, we did it." They have the one that I hate so much. I started doing something immediately, like, with the knowledge I have on my other apps that I use. I just created something, sketched and drew them and everything. The man was like, "Okay, wow, I'm gonna push. You need to join the team." I mean,
Wow.
I
Look
said,
at that.
sure, sure. So I'll be pleased to, I'll be honored. Then on the 20 something of February, they called and sent me my offer letter
Wow.
as a team leader. I said,
Wow.
team leader. That was my very first time to hear that position. I don't know what
It's
that
like
is.
what is
I'm
that?
like, so now here is where the whole stuff came up. I don't want to call it bad because I believe God always have a way of working things out. So I got it. I went in to sign and everything. So they requested me to cancel my visa because I came to Dubai with a resident visa. I didn't come with visit visa. So
Oh
I
wow,
did my
okay.
residency before coming. So they said I should cancel it. I'm like, no, I can't cancel. I paid a lot of money to do that.
Exactly.
So I can't. If I can't work with you guys on my visa, then I'm sorry. They said, no, no. Man, I
Wow.
need to get into Nike. This is Nike we're talking about. I didn't even know what to do. I was like, woo. I started praying. I started asking God, please, please, God, what is this? What is this? And one day, I don't know how I heard that song again. Eminem, Lose Yourself. I heard
Wow.
that song. And I started listening to that song. That song just keep telling me, I mean, when you see an opportunity, will you let it pass? Or I don't know if you know that song. The song
Eminem.
was more the song was just talking to me like, come on, you can't let that opportunity pass. You can't let that opportunity. I'm like, okay. I called the guy that my previous sponsor. I called him. I said, yo, I want to cancel. He said, why? You're going to be banned. I said, banned. Okay, explain more. I need because I'm a novice. I was new in the country, so I didn't know
Right.
so much. So he explained everything, and we started checking and checking and checking. And he realized that I won't get banned. I'm already 6 months into my visa and everything, so I won't get it banned. I said, okay. I said, oh yeah, proceed, cancel. In less than 2 days, 3 days, the guy canceled. I think I canceled that visa around 3rd of March or
Hmm.
thereabout. Then I went to Nike. I submitted everything. Yo, I've canceled and everything. Guess what? Shut down. COVID
What?
shut down.
Oh, the lockdown. Oh my
They locked everywhere.
god.
Like
Oh no. What?
I was, I was like, oh my god, what in? Oh God! I said, God, I don't want to panic. I don't want to get angry. I don't want to get frustrated.
Oh my god.
I hope this is not happening. I called the guy, the area manager, because we became friends. I and the area manager became very good friends. I called him. I called him. He said, listen, God gift. I can't do anything, but I assure you that once the lockdown is over, you're coming in.
Oh
I'm
my
like, yo,
lord.
I just canceled my visa. How do you expect me to be in this country without a visa? Come on. He said, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, EJ. I don't. As a matter of fact, I don't know. At that time, I don't.
Mm.
I just don't know.
Oh my
That
god.
was when the whole frustration, depression, everything started. I had a long dread. My dread were so long then.
Oh wow.
At some point, I cut off the dread.
Because it's like just let's take go away first. This
Like
load is
I was
heavy
like
in me.
exactly. I just took everything off. I was like, okay, I just wanna think. The whole money I had in my Naira account, I was withdrawing it every single time to eat, to till the point that there was no money because nobody knew I traveled. Nobody. So, and that helped me though because people were still calling. They reached out for some project and everything. I'll call my boys
Right.
and assign,
And they will
send
do
them
the job
designs,
done,
and
get the
they'll
job
send money,
done.
get this job done and everything. As God may have it, the Indian guy that owns the apartment I was staying, I was already owing for 1 month, and
Oh.
the guy, I went on to meet him. I said, listen, this is my offer letter. I have a job, but COVID, I can't go out. Where
Mm,
do you want the money to come in? I'm here. I'm your tenant. I'm not going
I'm
anywhere.
not going anywhere.
You want me to give you my passport? I'll give you my passport. Hold it. And so he said, no, 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 no. God gift, you're a good person. I see already. I see. You know what? Just go meet the guy who was managing his apartment. He's a Nigerian. He said, go meet the guy, discuss with him. Tell him I said he should leave you. I said, okay. I went to the guy.
Wow.
Yes, yes. So my rent that was supposed to be 1,000, I was giving them 500. If I just manage, they do small work back home, I withdraw. I give them. Anything food, I don't care. I'm not eating. I was literally living by water, milk, water, milk, water, milk. I didn't want to think about food. Then there are some guys who were in the apartment, Nigerians. Some of them were like, "Man, let's go back home. We are going back. There's nothing to do." I told them, "Me, I will
I'm not
see
even
the end.
going.
Though. I know they go anywhere."
This will not end me. It's me that will end it.
I thought that when they finish all this their drama, we will continue. So,
Wow.
but as a human being, sometimes it will hit
It will
you,
hit you. Yeah.
But it's just the way you handle it and keep on pushing, perseverance,
Absolutely.
and all that.
Wow.
So,
What a story.
one day, out of the blue, my mom called me.
Stretch Street Podcast.